Okay, so preference between hydroponics and aquaponics. If you like fish, go with the aquaponics. If you have a big enough space to be able to do aquaponics, go aquaponics. It is 100% organic. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to give your fish food. The fish are going to provide the nutrition for your plants. Your plants are going to grow. You're going to have 100% organic crop. If you go hydroponics, depending on which manufacturer, which company, which whatever, I'm not going to go into the details. Whatever it is, you're not guaranteed that is 100% organic. Even if you get an organic supplement, it is still adding some type of nutrient solution, a chemical, if you will. Like I said, I hate to use the word chemical, but it is a container full of something that you are adding to your water that will provide the appropriate nutrients for your plants. We only do gardening type stuff, organics, here at CNS. We don't do any kind of illegal drugs or anything like that. We're only doing, you know, like tomatoes and Swiss chard and kale. We've got cucumbers and cilantro and beans and jalapenos and broccoli and those type of things. When you get into the hydroponics side of things, you can grow anything the same as you can with aquaponics. You can just grow them inside your house. You add some lights and you can grow anything. When it comes to the aquaponics, you can do the same. It just takes a little bit bigger area. Now I've seen some small systems when it comes to like a 10-gallon fish tank, and they have a little grow tray up on top, and they got a pump the water up, and the fish nutrients is providing what it should. It's a very small system, and it's possible. You can do it. I think that the bigger the system, the easier it is to manage with both systems, both hydroponics and aquaponics. The reason why is because the number one thing is pH. pH dictates everything when it comes to the system. If the pH is too high or too low, you may have all the nutrients in the world in your system, but it's not available to the plants because of the buffers in the pH, or because the pH at a certain range allows for another supplement, if you will, another nutrient to be dominant and cloud out the other ones. So a small system, what happens is that you add a little bit of water from the house or whatever, and the pH is a little bit off. Well, it changes in a small system. The pH changes so rapidly because there's so little water. The same with temperatures. The water would change so drastically in such a small amount of time. You look at a big lake close to you, a big huge lake, and that water temperature changes very, very slowly. If you put a cup of water outside on the driveway and it's cold, it's going to get cold really quick. And if it's hot outside, it's going to get hot really quick. Okay, so it's kind of that idea. So the bigger the system that you're able to do, the easier it is for you to manage. So you can manage a very small system and have to do like every 4 or 5 hours checking on it, or even once a day checking on it, or everything else, and making sure the pH is right and everything's good and everything's right, and the nutrient solution and your parts per million and the electric conductivity, and I mean, you can like really like have to like test it like all the time. The bigger the system you get or you're able to do, the less of that you have to do, because the changes are slower. So if the pH would to change in a small system 0.5 in a week, okay, you can make those changes in that week. Whereas if it is a very large system, that 0.5 is going to take a very long time for it to change. So your plants are not getting stressed. They're not going to be shocked. They're not going to have any kind of big changes of their water temperature, their pH, their ammonia levels, their nitrate, their nitrite. Even with hydroponics, with their chemical solution, with the pH and available nutrients and everything else. So I would recommend the larger the system that the largest system that you can financially do is going to be the easiest on you. Here in this greenhouse, I have two 12-foot systems. They're big systems. I mean, not real big, because we've all seen online really big systems. These 12-foot systems, I text a pH once every 2 weeks, and it's always right online. It's always right there where it's supposed to be. There's not big changes. It's a pretty decent sized system. The new system that I'm putting in that y'all have seen, it's a 1,000-gallon fish tank. There's gonna be 4 40-foot beds. This entire system with the sump tank and everything included is gonna be about 4,000 gallons. 4,000 gallons of water. For you to change the pH on 4,000 gallons of water, it's gonna take a bunch. So the changes are gonna be small. When I see 1 or 2 degree change in a week or a week and a half, I have plenty of time to take care of that. Whereas a real small system, it could change overnight, and then you wake up in the morning and you have a problem. So I would recommend going with the bigger system. pH, big time, #1 thing to test. Your nutrient solution, yeah, you've got to make those checks when it comes to hydroponics or aquaponics. Aquaponics, as long as your fish stock density, which I'm going to go into as far as how many fish for how many plants, I've run into that myself, that I had more plants and more foliage from the plants than the fish could provide. So I've run into those issues, and I know how to fix it. I know how to take care of it. My other system was the other way around. I had plenty of fish and plenty of nutrients, and they did great. So anyways, this will be a 2-part deal. I do apologize, I got interrupted midway through. I'm not tech savvy, and we'll get there. But this is Steve at CNS Organics, and hope you guys appreciate it, understood, and you got any questions and comments or concerns, both aquaponics and hydroponics are great. It's better to grow your own in whatever means you can than to go buy it from the big box stores. So please subscribe, please share, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.